What you hauling?
All my fresh produce.
Is it for the stand?
Yeah.
Nice. Let's see what we got. Look at this sucker.
Trumbacino. I don't know if I'm saying it right. Trumbacino squash. It's like an Italian squash. When it's fresh and green, you can cook it up like zucchini. But as you see, like this is an older one. It's starting to turn like a yellow, and the skin becomes a lot more firm. And then once it cures, you can eat it like a winter squash, and it's supposed to taste like butternut squash. So,
It looks like butternut.
yeah. So this I'm bringing up to the house because it's one, filthy and not ready yet. We did our carrot harvest, which is all of the carrots here. I'll put them up later for you to display if you want.
Okay.
I got probably one of our last zucchinis. Big one.
Yeah, I think we're zucchini'd out this year.
Yeah, I took out a lot of the zucchini plants because they weren't going to produce anymore, and the leaves were starting to get like the powdery mildew, and so I just took them out. This might be the last bit of our squash for the year. Our winter squash harvest though is looking pretty good. But like I said, a lot of our carrots didn't do very well because of lack of weeding, because I work full time and there's no time to weed. Here's a white carrot.
Ooh, that looks
that
interesting.
Dee Dee wants to save just for herself. Other than that, I got some multicolored tomatoes. And I got a couple more cucumbers.
These the last of the season, you think?
This might be the last of the cucumbers, too. Everything is kind of like in its final stage of it. The farm stand got started a little bit late, so we didn't have like a ton to put out in like that beginning of the season there.
It was on time. I swear by that.
However, we will have a lot of like the winter squash and stuff come up. So I have a bunch of pumpkins, and I did some of these Delectica squashes, which this one just fell off the vine, but it actually is ready to be picked. The vine was actually dead. And it will cure up, and
It's pretty.
we'll try that. We did grow these once a few years ago, but we didn't know that people could eat them because we tried to eat them like a zucchini, and they were very bitter and really kind of gross.
They were very hard.
So we thought they were like non-edible and just ornamental. So we ended up giving them all to the chickens, only to find out that
They're desirable.
everybody likes them, and they taste like very sweet squash. So we're gonna try it this year again when it cures and tell you if we like it or not. My paste tomatoes are just starting to ripen. The thing I found though is with these, they're San Marzanos, but as soon as they get the little tinge of red, they're just falling right off the vine. So I'm finding just like a lot of them on the ground, or if I go to even turn it to see if it's a little more red on the other side, they just pop right off. So I've been just pulling them off when they're kind of like this orange.
Why do you think that is? Is it the type, the variety, or the conditions of this? Because we had a big drought.
To be honest, I think it's a little bit of the variety, and I think it's a little bit of all the heat we had. I think it took any moisture out of the stems that there was, so they're very brittle.
Weakened them, yeah.
We had a very, very hot summer, and it was like
Dry.
in the 90s for
It was dry.
months.
Yeah.
With no rain. And then all of a sudden now it's raining like crazy, so I'm trying to like pick them as soon as they turn a little because I'm worried they're all just gonna split. And we do have this yellow variety as well that the kids and my husband
It's
really
good.
like.
Yeah, that's good.
It's a very sweet tomato. The name of it is Goldie, and it's pretty prolific. For the kids, they like the color combos, and they want to taste all the different ones. And so I got a variety seed pack that had like green and red and purple. And this is like a chocolate tomato. They like this one. This is a red, but it's very sweet. It's almost like a pink color. And then we have our regular like sun gold, which
those
the
are
whole
my
family
favorite.
likes.
Yeah.
But I try to do different varieties every year of something.
Try something new.
Yeah, because you never know. You might like something better than that you never tried before. A lot of my zucchini, because it's getting to that time of year, are getting like these calluses on them. So like this, I'll just eat for, I'll save for like us to eat. I won't put this in the farm stand.
Have to edit that out.
Country life.
Yeah.
And what else I got here? Other than that, just the carrots. But I was going to display the carrots up there on the decks, on the table, so you could get a good picture. But some of them really didn't do well. But it was, again, one of my experiments with the kids is to do the different colors of carrots, because they wanted to taste the different colors.
We could also amend the soil a bit better, keep up with the weeding.
The weeding, I think. To be honest, though, where the area with the most weeds had the biggest carrots,
It
which
probably
I was
kept them
surprised.
moist, that's why.
Yeah, the area where there wasn't a lot of weeds, but we did get some like decent fatties. So there's like some like that one there, and then we got a lot that were like, meh.
Yeah.
What's this?
Mostly root.
However, it did inspire the kids to go and weed their carrot patch. So we put carrots out a few weeks ago. I didn't really know if they germinate or not because it's been so hot and so little rain. And so I've just been kind of watering them with the hose, which we have a well, so I feel like the water from the hose is not that great because it's soft water. It's treated with salt. But they are sprouting. They're like about this big now, so we could differentiate what was weed and what was carrot. So we took those, and the kids got some ambition, little fire under their booties, so they were out there weeding that. Vivi was planting some miscellaneous strawberry plants she found around into a row. Well, Luke did most of the hard work, but I appreciate that anyway.
It's good to get the kids involved.
Yep. So I'd like to harvest the potatoes either today or tomorrow.
We'll check the weather.
Yeah.
Let it give another day of
Probably
dry.
Monday then.
If it's dry, yeah.
Yeah,
We'll just dump
it's
them
not
out.
supposed to rain the next few days.
If you want, I'll just bring them right into the composting area.
That's what I figured. We'd do it right by the compost, and then we can just take the dirt and add it to the compost for next year. And
Yep.
So that's my plan.
All right. Well, that's cool. Well, we'll stock up the stand. We've been getting a little bit more business. I put an ad. I saw that people saved the ad on Facebook Marketplace. It's on my list to make some signs. So
I figure the winter we'll have a lot more time to plan for next year with the farm stand.
But I'll make some signs and put them on the road.
Yeah.
And again, the kids have been doing a fair amount of the effort, so I'm proud of them for that. So, but yeah, if you want to see more of our stuff, I have a Facebook page set up, and it's HRT Homestead. You should be able to find that. And there's a lot more additional activities that we do. We try to stay busy. In fact, I try to stay really busy.
We're too busy. We're too busy is what it is.
But there's a lot of, I remember to document things, and yesterday we made some pies from fresh peaches, and that's on there, and lots of fun stuff. Homeschooling and homesteading oriented. So
don't forget to like and subscribe.
We had that too. It's gotten interesting to see the algorithm and what takes, what doesn't, and
we just do it for fun. It's fun for us. It's a way to look back and see, the kids when they're younger and growing up.
Yeah, I'm gonna do this stuff anyway, so why not set up a camera like this?
Yep.
And like I said, it's learning a new skill. I always like to stay busy, and I like to show the kids that you should always be doing something constructive, whether it's learning about something or doing an activity, a chore. It just, in general, you should stay busy in life. You should.
I always like to
active.
have a project because it gives me something to look forward to, something to do. I like researching on whatever I'm looking for, whether I'm growing elderberries, or I want to do chamomile the next year, or I like to have the goal that I can continuously look forward to working on and hopefully prospering from.
Yep. Yeah, prospering, you want to pass something along, whether it's skill or actual physical, property to your kids. So that's the way I look at it. But I think that's enough for today. We'll stock this up. I'll drag up whatever you want me to. That's kind of a steep driveway. Okay. And we'll see you next time.
Thank you.